back to my channel. Today we are unboxing BoxyCharm and Ipsy for the month of September. I always follow up my unboxing in the same video, a 5-day trial review. Well, I try it for 5 days and I come back and tell you exactly my thoughts. Normally, I have been doing Birchbox with this, but I decided to stop and just focus on 2 for multiple reasons. One reason being that, 30 minutes is a little long for an unboxing review video, and I kind of want to make it where you still want to watch it, and I kind of feel like when you go that long with these unboxing videos, it's just a little drawn out. And I also don't feel like the Birchbox really measures up to these 2 boxes in the sense that, like, what they're giving is not, it's not exactly in the same playing field. Like, they are similar brands, but the Birchbox that I was getting is just filled with a bunch of samples, whereas in the BoxyCharm and Ipsy box that I'm getting here, they're all full size. So I didn't really feel like that was a really good comparison. So I'm just going to do these 2 more for comparison reasons, and then the reviews at the end so you know how the products work. Again, I do have really sensitive skin, so a lot of the skincare I try for the 5 days just to let you know whether or not it really irritates sensitive skin or not. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and get into our first box, which is going to be BoxyCharm. Alright, the very first thing we pull out of the BoxyCharm is this card that tells you what the theme of it, our theme is for the month, and on the other side the products with a little information about it and the price. Alright, the first thing we pull out of the box is Violet Voss Essential Shadow Palette. Provides revamped essential shades and an equal number of breathtaking mattes and metallics so you can create the most fashion-forward, neutral looks. The Essentials palette was designed for everyday use in a stunning mix of warm and cool tone shades for countless color combinations. Rethink essentials and effortlessly take your look from day to night. Achieve a soft glam or go bold with a pop of color. The choice is yours. Okay, I have never used a Violet Voss product, and I'm really happy with these colors so far. They swatched really nice. They're creamy. I like them so far. Definitely excited to see how they wear as well. Next we have Dr. Brandt Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. A hydrating recovery sleeping mask that balances skin's natural recurring flora and locks in moisture overnight to reduce redness and soothe the signs of irritation. I love my mask, and I do use night masks, so this is a really good product for me. Super excited about it. Let's see if it has any scent. I smell a very faint scent, but it smells clean. It smells nice. I like it. Next we have Moda 5-piece brush kit. Moda Pro takes Moda to the next level. This line features superior quality filament and modern professional shapes. Use this kit to create endless on-trend eye looks. Okay, so this is, I put it back in the bag. I don't know why I did that. But this is what they look like. I really like these handles. Do you see that? Nice textured there. And of course, what I love the most is when they put the names of what they're intended for on the brush, because again, I will use the brushes for whatever I please regardless, but if they have what they're intended for, like this one says line, then I'm more likely to try to use it for its intended purpose, and I can really appreciate that. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm not a makeup artist. I have no intention to be. I like to throw on my makeup and hope for the best. So, I mean, this at least makes me feel like I know what I'm doing. Next we have Hank and Henry Blickety Black Eyeliner. Introducing our latest addition to the Sleek With It line of eye product. Our eyeliner is a vegan liquid formula that dries down to a stain matte finish. This formula is extremely long wearing and transfer resistant, which is perfect for those with hooded eyelids. I am in love with that because I have hooded eyes. But yeah, it does dry down matte. You can see it right there in my hand, right there. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it yet. I do love this brand. I know not everyone's familiar with it. I have several other lip products, a couple other highlighters, and I really, really love this brand. Last item in the box is Billion Dollar Brow, the Microblade Effect Brow Pen. This brow pen mimics the look of actual brow hairs to get a great microblade effect without the blade. It can be used to define a very bold brow or create natural looking brow hairs for a more subtle look. This long-lasting formula will last you all day. An all-day look. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, you can see it's swatched there. Looks kind of light. I don't know how well it builds. Okay, so I just put a little bit more. It definitely builds. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I used to use like pencils to fill in my brows, but I felt like the pomade actually stayed better with my non-existent eyebrows. I don't really know what to expect of this. I've used some of their other products before and they weren't bad, they just weren't my favorite. So don't really know how I feel about it yet, but I'm gonna give it a try and we'll see how it goes. Alright, first thing we pull out of the Ipsy box is the card that shows the theme for the month. And inside, of course, it shows you the items that are on the inside as well as the description. And of course, again, I don't care about spoilers because chances are you've already seen these, you've probably looked at other unboxings, and you might even have these boxes yourself. So the very first thing we pull out of this is the Ciat London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. This ultra blendable translucent powder formula driven innovators Ciat London is finely milled magic. It glides over makeup for a crease free soft focus finish and locks your look in all day, which is truly extraordinary. Okay, so I do use powders. I'm not a baker. I don't bake my face. That's just not necessary when you got dry skin. As you can see, I already have one, and I also have a spare already because like I go through powder really, really fast and I don't need to have more than one spare. So this one is going to go into the fall giveaway. So that is that. We will continue on to the next product in the Ipsy. The next product is Apto Skincare Antioxidant Mask with Pomegranate. Backed by top aestheticians, there we go. APTO, or Apto, removes fluff and filler to create clean skincare formulas like this soothing antioxidant-rich mask. Azelaic acid gently removes dead skin cells while pomegranate and green tea help calm inflammation and restore balance. Okay, y'all know I love my face masks, so having 2 in 1 month is really wonderful for me. I think it's interesting that this is almost a mustard color almost. But yeah, I'm going to try them both and we'll see how it goes. Next we have a palette from Ofra Cosmetics, Ofra X Madison Miller Squad Palette. The Multitaskers Rejoice. This 3-piece palette collab from Ofra Cosmetics and content creator Madison Miller is all about that to-go glow, highly pigmented and a cinch to blend. This rosy combo of blush and highlighter creates a lit from within look in mere minutes. I'm a big fan of this brand anyway. I have several of their highlighters, several of their liquid lips, and I really do enjoy their products. I think it's really nice. And I'm already loving the way this looks on my hand. So I know I'm gonna really enjoy this. Next we have Aluna Masqua. I honestly can't pronounce that name. Anyway, Antimatter Lipstick in Solar. These beloved Brit purveyors of cruelty-free beauty know a thing or two about going bold. For example, this non-drying lipstick is a vibrant poppy coral, sweeps on with an immediate color payoff. Its vitamin E infused formula conditions lips for a creamy application. But anyways, there's the color. I think that is pretty. Yeah, it's the only lip color I've gotten this month, so that's interesting. But I do like the fact it's not like red or nude. It's something different, so I am happy about that, to try a different shade. All right, the last item in the box is Nomad Cosmetics Berlin Underground Intense Shadow Palette. Inspired by Berlin's rebellious 90s counterculture, this 15-shade palette features metallic matte and duochrome hues, like distressed black, burnt orange, and snakeskin green. Hemp seed oil nourishes lids with a buttery, soft feel and a serious color payoff. So this palette is a special edition for Ipsy and not for sale. That's what it says. So if you don't get this through Ipsy, you are not getting this palette. And it's a shame too, because I mean, this is a beautiful palette. I mean, look at those colors. Gorgeous. And you know what? They apply really nicely. So I have this dilemma now. I have two relatively full palettes that I am needing to try out this week. And I think that is just too many shades to wear in 5 days. So what I think I'm going to do is do 6 days this time. So I can do 3 days using one palette and then 3 days using this palette. So I can get a real good feel of them both before I come back and give you a review. But that is all the items in the boxes, and I will see you guys later. Alright, so I have tried out the products in Ipsy and BoxyCharm for 6 days because because there are two palettes, I wanted to do 3 days in one palette, 3 days in the other palette. This is the last day look. I want to go ahead and get into the first one, and that would be the Boxy Charm. Okay, so let's start with the one thing that I did not like at all, and that was the $1 billion brow micro effect. Was it a terrible product? No, it just didn't work for me. I have like non-existent eyebrows, so you would think that would be great. It just wasn't great for me. I didn't like it. It didn't wear well. It didn't apply well for me. If you have a medium combination skin, it might lay better, but for me it did not. I did not like that at all. The brushes, you can see that I've been using them. You see the colors all in them. These, you know, like I was already impressed with the handles because I think the handles are great, but these actually work really, really great. These might be my new go-to eyeshadow brushes, so I am extremely pleased with those. The Dr. Brandt's Sleeping Recovery Mask. It took me a while to decide if I liked it or not because, you know, the first few days I used it, it felt like it irritated my skin more. I put too much color here. Oh well. It's too late now. Anyway, so like the first couple days it seemed like it was irritating my skin more. I had breakouts along here, which I usually don't. And then breakouts along here, and again, I usually don't. But the more I used it, the more I liked it, so I can't really complain about it. It's just, I mean, it's just a different product. I wouldn't say this was like a favorite sleeping mask for me, but it's not bad. For me, it was just average. So moving on to the Hank and Henry Blackety Black eyeliner. This I really, really love. This is probably one of the better liquid liners that I have used, and I really, really do like this. But like I said before, I've used their products before, and I really had high expectations of their product, and I was not disappointed at all. So the last thing that was in the Boxy Charm was Violet Gloss Eyeshadow. Let's see if you can tell I've been using it. I really went in with that purple, you see that? I really liked the palette. I felt that the colors were nice and creamy. They stayed put. It was just a really nice experience for me to use this palette. So the palette itself is worth that box. It was absolutely wonderful. So we've got 5 products that were in it. Yes, 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 yeah, and no. So for me, that was a 4 out of 5. Great box. Excited for the next one. Alright, so moving past BoxyCharm into Ipsy. I already knew that I was going to like the Sea London powder because I had one and I love it and I can't say anything negative about it. It's just a great powder. The mask here, the pomegranate mask, I used once. For me, this is not going to be a mask I can use regularly, maybe once a week, maybe once every other week, because when it dries very similar to a clay mask, and those masks usually dry and irritate my skin like crazy, and this kind of did that. Is it bad? No, it's a really great mask. I really did like it. I do like this better than the full out clay mask. In all honesty, I do prefer that. So for me, this was a good product. What wasn't a good product for me was this lipstick. I wore it 2 days. First day I was like, well, maybe it's me, maybe it's not. Second day I wore it, I'm like, nope, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's a beautiful color. You can see the color right there. But I didn't like the way it wore. Like when I first put it on, it was fine. During the day, it kind of got a little patchy, I think. I wouldn't say clumpy. It was more like you know how like the colors wear kind of weird. But then if you went to reapply, it just kind of started feeling gross and a little cakey, and I did not like that at all. You know, so it's like if you do wear this, I would recommend just taking the lipstick off before reapplying, and it will go on smoother, it'll look better. But for me, I really did not like this product. You know, that just, it didn't happen for me. And then the Ofra palette, again, you guys know I like Ofra products, so this was kind of a given to me, given that I was going to love it, and of course I did. The colors were great, went on great, wears great. I don't have any complaints about that. And the big palette of this one was this right here. This was the Nomad Cosmetics Berlin Underground Intense Eyeshadow Palette, which is what I am wearing today. And I really enjoyed this palette. It's nice and creamy and buttery and wonderful, just like the other one. So I am really impressed with both of the eye palettes I got this month. It's absolutely wonderful. So for my Ipsy box, this was a yes, this was a yes, yes, and yes, and no. So that was another 4 out of 5. Still a really strong month for me. Still really enjoyed the products, and I highly recommend them to everyone. That is all I've got for this video, and I will see you in the next one.